Nadoaji call this meeting to order at 6:00 p.m., October 19. Councilman Jack Baker, would you do the invocation for us?
Thank you. Please stand. Father, we thank you for the love that you have for us. We thank you for all the blessings that you bestowed upon the Cherokee Nation and upon the Cherokee people. We ask you to comfort those who have lost loved ones, and we ask you to be with our servicemen and to keep them safe. And we ask that you give this council guidance and wisdom in their deliberations tonight. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Ms. Britton, roll call.
Bill England.
Here.
Bill John Baker.
Here.
Jack Baker.
Here.
Harley Buzzer.
Here.
Julia Coates.
Here.
Bradley Cobb.
Honey.
Joe Crittenden.
Here.
Jody Fisher. Here. Meredith Fraley.
Here.
Janelle Fulbright.
Here.
Don Garvin.
Honey.
Chuck Huston Jr.
Here.
Hannah Glory Jordan. Present. Curtis Snell.
Here.
Chris Stokes.
Here.
David Thornton.
Present.
Karen Callan Watts.
Honey.
We have a quorum.
We have a quorum.
Madam Speaker, I'd
Yes,
like to
Dr.
amend the agenda if all possible. Thank you. I'd like to add 3 items under new business. Item number 21, resolution supporting solicitation of healthcare facility loan proposals. Item number 22, resolution honoring the lifetime achievement of Lucille Marie Wadley. And item number 3, resolution honoring George Anderson Binge. That's item 21, 22, and 23 under new business. I would
Motion.
like to make that in the form of a motion.
Second. Any discussion on amending the agenda? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Agenda is amended. Next order of business is approval of the September 14 regular session minutes.
So moved.
Second. Moved in second. Any discussion on the minutes? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Minutes stand approved as written. Next item is State of the Nation, Principal Chief Chad Smith.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to appear in front of you, the State of the Nation of the Cherokee Nation. This is our custom and honor and opportunity. At this time, we'd like to take a minute to recognize friends and loved ones who have passed in this life. We have Bob Musgrove, Felix Duncan, Sally White, Lawton Buzzard, Sue Ann Carter Weathers, Jim Lowe, the husband of Marge Lowe, and brother-in-law of Bill Johnson. From Locust Grove, Chance the young man in Locust Grove, married Vogel. And just recently, in the last few days, Darcy Scraper. Are there any others from the council that we would like to recognize at this time? Yes, Ms. Fishing Hawk.
I would like to recognize Skipper Blanchard. He was a full-blood from Adair County. He would be the young man that was in the altercation with the marshals at the Marshals bumped out of Rocky Mountain. He died this past week.
Yes.
Bouts from Catoosa, Oklahoma.
Sue Ann Weathers Carter from Sperry.
Marie Wadley, Muskogee.
I was hoping to save Marie Wadley for last, but I'm glad that you said something. We had the opportunity to visit with her before she passed, about a week before. She was, I believe, 102. And you couldn't ask for a greater example of stateswomanship. She's gracious, gentle lady, a powerful woman. She was there in the Cherokee Nation in the 1940s when it was making valiant efforts to revive itself. She was in the service of the Cherokee Nation for her adult life for some 80 years, first working at the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and then working for our communities and the revitalization of our government. And I had the opportunity that week before to sit with her and visit with her, and she held my hand. Talk about, you could feel the power of a century of devotion and dedication to the Cherokee people in that grasp of a hand. And I had the opportunity a year ago to take Onweg, now my 16-year-old, to go see her. Because you couldn't ask for a better example of leadership, women's leadership in the nation. So if you will, at this time, share with me a moment of silence. Widow. Tonight we will not have presentations to the veterans that we anticipated honoring this evening. Several of their group could not be here, so they would ask that we defer until the entire family could be here. In terms of program news, the Cherokee Nation is proactively trying to reduce the incidence of seasonal flu in the area. We have recently partnered with the Cherokee County Health Department to hold a drive-through flu vaccination clinic out at W.W. Hastings Hospital. During a single day, more than 2,700 vaccinations were provided, and during the week-long event, more than 4,000 people received vaccinations. In addition to the seasonal flu vaccinations, we have already begun providing H1N1 swine flu vaccines to our residential students and hope to be able to offer to other groups soon. We've set up a new website that is updated regularly to inform the public about H1N1. You can access it through the homepage on our website, www.cherokee.org. We recently opened a new tag office to better serve citizens in the tribe's southernmost counties. The new office is located in Sallisaw, where it shares space with the Cherokee Nation Career Services. The Cherokee Nation Sallisaw Tag Office replaces the tag office that had been located in Gore for the past few years. The hours will be from 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. You may have noticed that we have a strong law enforcement presence tonight. No, we're not expecting discussions. It's an opportunity to honor some of our outstanding marshals who have been recognized by their peers. Chad McCarter and Brett Mull, would you please stand or wave your hand? Is Sharon? Okay, Sharon, I'm going to ask you to come down and say a word. But McCarter and Mull were tied in the vote by their peers. McCarter leads by example. He takes on each assignment with a positive attitude and performs his duties with exemplary professionalism. He's built a reputation among management, peers, and civilians as a person you can depend upon. He's volunteered for details to assist other tribes and has volunteered to accompany the Remembrance of the Ride of the Trail of Tears. Mull has worked in the casinos training new officers and providing guidance to other deputy marshals working within the casinos. He assists other officers around him and supports their efforts with their training and experience. And he certainly knows how to ride a bicycle. He rode that 950 miles with those young folks. The marshals have another award, the Medal of Valor. This year the honor was given to 3 marshals, Tony Asbill, Shannon Buell, and James Carney. Carney could not be here. Shannon and Tony, if you'll raise your hand. Buell and Carney were members of the Marshal Service Special Operations Team assisting Cherokee County with an armed and barricaded subject who earlier was reported as shooting his neighbors. They were deployed to breach the door when Carney saw the subject aim his weapon at them. Carney alerted his team, and he and Buell both fired, hit the subject in the arm, and wounded the subject. The situation of violence ended, and no further harm came to citizens or officers. Asbill responded to a call in Mays County of a possible kidnapping. When he arrived, an Oklahoma Highway Patrol officer was being fired at by an individual. Asbill assessed the threat and quickly reacted. His actions brought an end to the threat and most likely saved the lives of the officers and others at the scene. Thanks to these marshals and all the other outstanding law enforcement officers in the Marshal Service. And Sharon, let's give them a round of applause.
thank everyone for letting us come tonight and honor these gentlemen. Our officers often go out into situations where the citizens at large are in an unsafe environment, and they bring safety back into those environments. So I'm very proud of all of them, and their peers recognized them this year, and I'm proud to see them here. So thank you very much for letting them come in tonight.
On Thursday, November 5th, President Obama will host the White House Tribal Nations Conference as part of the President Obama's sustained outreach to the American people. This conference will provide leaders from the 564 federally recognized tribes the opportunity to interact directly with the President and representatives from the highest levels of his administration. When we talked to the President 4 to 5 months ago, we asked him about his campaign profits to have a Native American summit. I'm glad that he is doing that. I look forward to being there with other tribal leaders at this historic event. Other announcements are Healthy Nations Program is hosting a family fitness walk-run event at Sequoia Schools on Saturday, October 31st from 9 a.m. to noon. The event will include a mini carnival costume contest and pumpkin carving contest. We would like to invite all veterans and their families and friends to participate in a special tribute on Tuesday, November 10th at 10 a.m. The event will take place at the Cherokee Nation Warriors Memorial, east of the main building. Weather permitting, there will be a helicopter fly-in to kick off the ceremony. Plus, we will have speakers and live music from our youth choir and the Stillwell High School band. My many congratulations to Kara Cowan Watts on her election last week as Regional Vice President for the National Congress of American Indians. We appreciate her leadership here with the Cherokee Nation. I'm sure she will represent us well on a national level. Mr. Keel, Deputy Chief Keel from the Chickasaw Nation, was elected as President of the National Congress of American Indians. Tonight we have a closing thank you and welcome for our youth choir. Many of them are here tonight. They come to share gifts in several dimensions. One, they'll sing a couple of songs for us, and then they will distribute to the council CDs that they just recently published. So Mary Kay Henderson, will you come down and say a few words about this extraordinary group of young leaders?
Well, we're really excited to be here this evening to give out our, I always say the wrong number, but it's our 9th CD that the youth choir has put out. And so we're going to give boxes to the council people. And so if you are sitting in the audience tonight and you want a copy, see these folks afterwards. They're going to have them. We're going to do 2 selections from this CD. One is the evening song, and one is This Land Is Your Land. Naku sanoi, Naku sanoi, nigasa, Naku sanoi, nigasa, ayano, ayano, Yehovah, kayali elije, Yehovah, kayali elije. The title of this CD is Learning as We Sing, and it has a lot of children's songs on it. So you can learn Cherokee as you sing. And you put the CD in your car and you'll find yourself singing Little Drummer Boy, This Land Is Your Land. And on this section we're going to show you kind of the fun things that we do with This Land Is Your Land.
Ani Elohi, Nihi Jajeli, Ani Elohi, Jadeni Zla, Hiyawiyahi, Ijalagi, Teo Haga Unwan Hisi, Ani Elohi, Nihi Jajeli, Ani Elohi, Jadeni Zla, Hiyawiyahi, Ijalagi, Teo Haga Unwan Hisi, Ani Elohi, Nihi Jajeli, Ani Elohi, Jadeni Zla, Hiyawiyahi, Ijalagi, Teo Haga Unwan Hisi.
And your boxes are right up there. Please take them with you at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson. Are you finished, Principal Chief Chad Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
You're complete. Your report is complete.
It is. I rest my case.
All right, thank you very much. Next order of business, action of unfinished business. There being none pending, we'll move on to committee reports with Housing Authority and Mr. Cooper, Gary Cooper.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Gary Cooper. David asked me to deliver his report to you this evening. As always, it's good to be here. David is attending the Amarand Risk Management Annual Meeting this week in San Antonio. He sends his regrets and asked me to give you a brief report this evening. The Housing Authority's regular board meeting for October will be the 27th of this month. The date has changed. It will be the 27th. It will be at the Eileen Hogner Conference Room there at the Housing Authority offices on Hensley Drive. And the meeting time, I believe, is 12 o'clock noon on that day. The board will consider adopting a revision to the MEPA program. MEPA is a Betterments and Additions program. It allows families living in mutual help homes to earn equity. That equity can then be used to make improvements to their homes, betterments and additions to their homes, and it can also be used for items such as appliances and other things as long as they are in compliance with all of their agreements. The MEPA money they earn or equity money they earn is in addition to the minimum house payment they make each month. The policy hasn't been updated in quite some time, so it needs to be changed, and we are looking to present that to them this month for them to do that. Housing staff is very busy with stimulus funds. We will continue to have bidding opportunities for several months. Please encourage any construction contractors in your area to get involved as we have several projects coming up. As many of you know, this past year we paved several of our additions. These were in Adair, Cherokee, Mays, and Muskogee counties. I'd like to commend all the county commissioners with their help on this project. It was kind of a last-minute deal, and we had some help with several county commissioners, and they did an outstanding job. One in particular was the county commissioner here in Cherokee County, Doug Hubbard. He was able to go above and beyond what he anticipated doing for us and added 3 projects to his paving list that was above his original estimate, and we thank him for all of his help. I'm currently working on another list of projects that we hope to include this year. I've received input from several of you, and if any of you know of any of our housing additions in some areas that might need help, get with me, let me know, and we'll try to include those on our list. Our Community Shield program is the insurance program, and it continues to grow. Right now, we have approximately 2,350 families participating in that insurance program. It is by far the largest Community Shield program in Indian country today. That is my report for this evening. If there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to try to answer those for you.
Any questions or comments for Mr. Cooper? It's not. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next two reports are by David Stewart, Cherokee Nation Entertainment, and Cherokee Nation Business. Busy man.
Good evening. Yes, I'm reporting for August. Financially, our revenues remain strong, but our expenses are up as a result of the expansions. And so we're working on trying to control those costs and pull our net income up. Our credit line remains at about $30 million. Our cash flow is very strong, and hopefully we will earn enough to keep paying off our facilities as we build. So we wouldn't expect that to go up very much. Our contributions to the nation beyond the dividend, our sales tax contribution increased about $50,000 as a result of the merchandise sales at Hard Rock. I don't expect that to continue at that pace, but that's significantly higher than the previous month. With regard to construction, the West Siloam Springs Hotel, we have about 6 stories up in steel. So we're on schedule, and I'll keep you advised on that project. The event center at Hard Rock is on schedule, and the steel is up, and along with all the other cranes and road work, it looks like kind of a war zone over there, but we're getting through it. Our employees continue to be very engaged. We challenge them to raise money for diabetes, and when I open my mouth with a challenge, they generally meet that challenge. They raised $22,000 for diabetes on their own account. And so it just shows that our employees are very engaged and participatory in our Native American efforts. We met with Charlie Soap. I see you here, Charlie, to talk about our community as a result of the retreat that we had. Our staff was very excited about helping with the community, so we're looking at ways that we can do that. And I think we will succeed in that, Charlie, and we'll just keep working on that. So that's good. Organizationally, I've taken an important step to create a new position, the Vice President of Culture and Public Affairs. Molly Jarvis will be taking that position. Her responsibility will be to ensure that our culture is infused in the organization, not only in training, but throughout all of our efforts. So wish her the best in that regard. It's, our Cherokee culture is our strength, and I believe this will help enforce that in the organization. Our employee count went up by 10 to 1,463, and our Cherokee employment is at 60%, about the same it's been in the previous months. So I'd be happy to answer any questions about...
Any questions, comments on Cherokee Nation Entertainment? Continue on.
Okay. Cherokee Nation businesses, I'm pleased to say that all of our operating companies are doing well. CCRC has just received a significant contract that gives them their backlog they're going to almost triple their revenues and net income this coming year. Our new acquisition in the information technology field is completed and very successful. The backlog continues to grow. We find that the government is very excited about doing business with the Cherokee Nation, and so that's a good report. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to.
Ms. Cowan Watts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I never got any resolution on how those jobs will be advertised.
Well, they're on I believe they were on the website, and that will be the process. And again, since we just acquired the company, we're still getting organized, and so we don't really have many positions open now. But as those become available, they definitely will be. And in fact, we're looking at establishing headquarters in Tulsa and some possible contracts to move into Tahlequah. So we're very excited about that acquisition.
Any questions or comments? Thank you, Mr. Stewart, for a good report. Mr. Collins, Cherokee Nation Industries. Good evening.
Good evening. I also have a brief report tonight. Our September financials and year-end financials are still in the process of completion. targeting to be completed by the end of this month so that we can give a report on the year and the month. The local employment, 484, with a 83% Native American employment. Coming up this week, I'll be meeting with the Army for our kickoff of our new contract, which is already showing signs of adding task orders, which is very positive for us. We've already been starting to add a few jobs, Cherokee jobs in Stillwell, and so we see that ongoing as this contract takes off. Telecommunications, AT&T orders are starting to pick back up, so we're starting to see a little bit of recovery in that area, that segment. They've awarded us additional scope of work on more of a national basis and also in certain regions, more larger stocking orders. Within our aerospace division, we still see a lot of our customers shuffling orders, causing a lot of schedule changes, especially a lot of times with the budget and a lot of things that are going on. A lot of the prime contractors are still in the process of capturing the DoD contracts or finalizing to give us some firm schedules. So we're seeing a little shuffle right now, but hopefully that'll slow down from a standpoint of the shuffle and we get back on a good steady flow, and keeps ability for us to schedule labor a little easier that way when the schedule's not moving on us. That completes my report. Our next board meeting is December 2nd at 2 o'clock in Stillwell, and we'll send out a notification soon on that.
Any questions or comments for Mr. Collins? Thank you very much. Next order of business, old business is unpending. We'll move on to new business. There were two items that were approved in Resource Committee presented to Council for approval, and number one is a resolution authorizing a right-of-way electrical line easement over trust land in Mays County. This particular right-of-way easement serves Cherokee Heights and also other Cherokee citizens in Mays County. And Mr. Baker, would you move for approval?
Yes. I move for the approval of this resolution.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing a right-of-way and line service agreement over trust property in Delaware County. Mr. Snell.
Yes, this is an easement to run natural gas line to the Arkansas and Oklahoma Gas Corporation. Move for its approval.
Second. Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And there are several items that were approved in Rules Committee, and rather than take so long, I've divided them up. I've asked to divide these up among a couple of council people. Mr. Hoskin, would you mind taking items 3 through 10? And Mr. Baker, Bill John Baker, would you mind taking items 11 through 19?
I had a call for division, but I'd like to divide out. I would like to vote on some of them,
Okay.
but there's one of them I don't want to vote on. I'd like to divide it out.
Okay.
Number 3.
All right. Mr. Hoskin?
Very good. Then I would put forward just item number 3, which is a resolution confirming Kenneth Line Moore as board member of Cherokee Nation Administrative Appeals Board, Madam Speaker.
Did you move?
I'm sorry. I move for its approval.
Second.
Second. Moved in second. Now discussion.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to go on the record as stating the reason why, and my decisions not to is because we're asking him to be over the Employee Appeals Board when he made the decision not to invoke COBRA health insurance benefits, and I do not want him over my employees when he will not do them COBRA. I'd like that to go on the record.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I also need to join her in that concern. He was a member of the Housing Authority when the Housing Authority employees were moved to Cherokee Nation, and those that left employment were asked to leave employment were not offered COBRA, and he was a member of that board. And I find it somewhat concerning that the gentleman that we're going to have on the Employee Appeals Board would vote with other commissioners to possibly even violate federal law. So I will be joining her in voting no on this selection.
Any other discussion, comments? Okay, roll call. Item 3, confirmation of Kenneth Limore. Yes means you agree with the confirmation. No means you do not.
Lee Buzzard?
Yes.
Julia Coates?
Yes.
Bradley Cobb?
Yes.
Joe Crittenden?
No.
Jody Fishinghawk?
No.
Meredith Fraley?
Yes.
Janelle Fulbright?
Yes.
Don Garvin?
Yes.
Chuck Huskin Jr.?
No.
Tina Glory Jordan?
No.
Chris Soap?
Yes.
Curtis Snell?
No.
David Thornton?
Yes.
Carol Callan Watts?
Yes.
Bill England?
Yes.
Bill John Baker?
Yes.
Jack Baker?
Yes.
We have 12 yes and 5 no.
12 yes and 5 no. The motion carries to confirm Mr. Limore to the Appeals Board. Mr. Hoskin?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would move that we approve items 4 through 10 in toto. And briefly, these are nominees for various boards. With respect to number 4, it's Mr. William Grass to Cherokee Nation Businesses. Number 5 is Adolph, I'm sure I'll butcher this name, Lichtenberger for Cherokee Nation Entertainment. Number 6 is B.J. Dumond for Cherokee Nation Entertainment. Number 7 is Dennis Dow, Cherokee Nation Entertainment. Number 8, Robin Flint Ballinger, Cherokee Nation Education Corporation. Number 9, Laura Lee Smiley, the Economic Development Trust Authority Board of Directors. And item number 10, Mike Crowley for the Economic Development Trust Authority Board of Directors. And with that, Madam Speaker, I'd move for the approval of items 4 through 10 in toto.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Madam Speaker, can you ask them to go over once again which ones was Cherokee and which ones wasn't? I don't have my notes.
Which of these?
Yes.
I believe they all were. Those that were not, I think, were tabled. Okay.
No.
Which one?
I don't know, but I know there's some that went through that wasn't. Maybe I remember wrong.
Mr. Baker's pointing out that Mr. Crawley may be non-Cherokee. Any other discussion?
I would ask for division of the question as it concerns number 10.
Okay. So, Mr. Hoskin, items 4 through 9 would be in toto, and item 10, they ask for division.
I'd ask for division on number 4.
I'm sorry?
Division on number 4, because that was included, correct?
Division on number 4. Okay. So, Mr. Hoskin?
Well, Madam Speaker, I have no objection to moving forward on the division.
All right. Okay, so we'll take item 4 is a resolution confirming renomination of William Grass as a member of Cherokee Nation Business Board. And roll call, Ms. Britton.
Tina Glory Jordan?
Can I ask for just
Yes or no?
Melanie, he is.
Yes or no? No discussion?
Okay. I believe he's Cherokee, so yes.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Curtis Snell?
Yes.
David Thornton?
Yes.
Carol Callan Watts?
No.
Bill England?
Yes.
Bill John Baker?
Yes.
Jack Baker?
Yes.
Harley Buzzard?
Yes.
Julia Coates?
Yes.
Bradley Cobb?
Yes.
Joe Crittenden?
Yes.
Jody Fishinghawk?
Yes.
Meredith Fraley?
Yes.
Janelle Fulbright?
Yes.
Don Garvin?
Yes.
Chuck Huskin Jr.?
Yes.
16 yes and 1 no.
16 yes, 1 no. Motion carries to confirmation of Mr. Grass, the Cherokee Nation Business Board. Item 5 through 9, we'll do those in toto. Is that all right with you, Mr. Hoskin?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
And we had who seconded that?
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion on these items? Yes.
I just want to make sure, Melanie, you were the one that was there in our committee meeting that day. The 5 through 9 are Cherokee, is that correct?
Any other questions? All in favor of these confirmations signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, item 10 confirms the renomination of Mike Crawley to the Economic Development Trust Authority Board.
Move for approval.
We roll call.
Sorry, we've already done that.
What was it?
No, I just didn't know if you needed an approval or not. You already did it. We split everything up and I got it.
Yes, if you approve. No, you don't.
David Thornton?
Which one is this one?
Yes.
Karen Falmont? Yes. Bill England?
Yes.
Bill John Baker?
No.
Jack Baker?
Yes.
Harley Buzzard?
Yes.
Julia Coates? Yes. Bradley Cobb?
Yes.
Joe Crittenden?
No.
Jody Fisher?
No.
Meredith Fraley?
Yes.
Janelle Fulbright?
Yes.
John Garvin?
Yes.
Chuck Hoskin Jr.?
No.
China Florida Jordan?
No.
Chris Soap?
Yes.
Curtis Snell?
Yes.
12 yes and 5 no.
12 yes, 5 no, motion carries. Mr. Crawley is confirmed to the Economic Development Trust Authority Board. Items 11 through 19, Mr. Baker, would you mind taking?
Madam Chairman, I think you gave me the easy lot. I've got the resolution confirming the renomination of Terry Daniels as a board member of the Economic Trust Authority. I've got item 12, Ed Fide as a member of the Cherokee Nation Environmental Protection Commission. I've got 13, confirming Mark Frederick Green to the Environmental Protection Commission. I've got resolution 14, confirming Marjorie Johnson Lowe to the Cherokee Nation Registration Committee. I've got number 15, resolution confirming Marybelle Chase to the Registration Committee. I've got a resolution confirming the renomination of Dwayne Marshall as a board member of the Cherokee Nation Sequoia High School. I've got the renomination on number 17 of Scott Gregory as a commissioner for the Cherokee Nation Tax Commission. And number 18, the resolution confirming the renomination of Leela Ermatuski as the Cherokee Nation Registration Committee. I would move these to be approved in toto.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And, I'm sorry?
Mr. Gregory is here. We're going to stand to Scott Gregory. Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Admit they're both, Robin Flint Ballinger is here, if you wanted to have him stand, and also Scott Gregory.
Okay. Sure. Robin, would you like to say something? Miss Ballinger, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you, Tribal Council. I'm honored, and I hope I can be of some service to the Education Commission.
Sure you will. Mr. Gregory?
I'm prepared to speak, but thank you.
Thank you. And are there any other of the nominees here? Appreciate your coming tonight. Mr. Baker, item 19.
It's a resolution appointing Cherokee Nation Tribal Council members to the Cherokee Nation Waste Management Board of Directors as advisory board members. I put this in form of a motion.
Second. Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, and approved in Executive and Finance Committee is a resolution which authorizes a grant application to the Treasury Department to establish a capital program to help with startup and expansion of Indian-owned businesses. Ms. Kelm-Watts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This grant brings $900,000 in additional capital monies for small business lending. and it would require a $750,000 cash match from the Cherokee Nation. I move for approval.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, the new items that were added, two came from the Health Committee. Item 21 is a resolution supporting solicitation of health care facility loan proposals. Dr. Cobb.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is a resolution supporting solicitation of healthcare facility proposals, loan proposals. And Cherokee Nation wishes to pledge tribal credit to finance the construction of the Veneta Health Center and the Salina Dental Clinic for an estimated amount not to exceed $30 million and a term not to exceed 15 years. And this is a joint venture with IHS, and I would move for its approval.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I'm sorry, Madam Speaker. I might add that you are also listed as co-sponsor, and Councilor Hoskin is a co-sponsor of that bill.
Yeah, but he gets more money than I do. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 22 is a resolution honoring Lucille Marie Wadley. Mr. Garvin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's a resolution honoring the lifetime of achievement of Lucille Marie Wadley, a Cherokee of great distinction. Whereas Lucille Marie Wadley, born in Indian Territory, dedicated her life to the benefit of Indian people and preservation of their culture. And whereas Mrs. Wadley served faithfully with the Bureau of Indian Affairs for 42 years, was Executive Secretary of Intertribal Council of 5 Civilized Tribes for 19 years, and Executive Secretary of the Cherokee Nation for more than 20 years, and whereas Mrs. Wadley was co-founder of the 5 Civilized Tribes Museum and recipient of the Distinguished Service Award from the Oklahoma Heritage Association for Preservation of State and Local History, along with other numerous awards and citations of merit. Whereas few Cherokees have dedicated more effort for the betterment of Indian people. Now therefore it be resolved by the Cherokee Nation through its tribal council that Mrs. Lucille Marie Wadley be honored as a Cherokee citizen of great distinction for her lifetime of achievement. I move for the approval.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 23, which was approved in Education and Culture Committee, is a resolution honoring George Anderson Binge as an elder Cherokee of great distinction. Ms. Watts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I appreciate the opportunity to bring this forward in a timely manner. The family came to me late, and they're celebrating his 100th birthday. Mr. Binge speaks Cherokee, and I will be honored to take this forward on behalf of the whole tribal council to his birthday party, where his family is excited about how it will be presented to him. So I move for approval.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Do we have any announcements?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Tyne and I would like to invite each and every one here to a hog fry with all the fixings tomorrow night at the Tahlequah Community Building. Music starts at 6 and at 5, at 5, and the feed starts at 6. And a good time will be had by all.
Any other announcements? Yes, Ms. Watts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to thank Ms. Diane Kelly and Lita Maupin, and there's Sharon Swepston, Andy Quitone, Phyllis Chafin, Avo Five Killer, Melanie Dodge. There's a list, and I know I should, but anyway, it's time to go. So Ms. Kelly and her crew and the group leaders who designated the staff and the tribal council and our staff person, Robbie Mouse, who took time to be at NCAI this past week, because this was an effort on behalf of the nation, for the nation, for the Eastern Oklahoma Area Vice President, and I'm honored that I was asked to do this, but it would not have happened without all the work that went in prior to this last week and on the ground at NCAI. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it's much appreciated.
Any other announcements? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move
So
to
moved.
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.